Chloe, talk to me about today's workforce conference and how it's really gone, essentially.
Yeah, it's been a really brilliant day. We've had twice the amount of participants compared to last year's ED&I conference, so really good to see it grow. We also have multiple rooms running at the same time, which is not something we've done previously, so that meant we had even more sessions and choices for people to go to the ones that were most relevant to them in their practice, be it as coaches, course educators, and boxers themselves as well. So yeah, I think on the whole it's been a really successful day. It's been some really interesting conversation. It's also really good to hear some of the work that clubs are already doing, as well as some of the intentions that they have moving forward.
Do you feel like, obviously, a lot of the topics that were discussed here today have traditionally been seen as taboo topics in this sport? Do you feel like slowly those kind of aspects are changing with events like this taking place?
Yeah, I think so. And one of the most important things is talking about it in the first place, because we're not going to be able to address issues head on if we completely ignore them. So having these conversations, talking about complex issues like race, about trans inclusion in sports, women's health, which is sometimes a taboo subject just in society at all, let alone in sport, addressing these head on and giving people the tools to talk about them beyond what we've been doing today is so important. And it's small steps, but you know, the first one is to tackle these issues, and then from there that's where we kind of build.
So in terms of England boxing, is this something we're planning on doing annually, and will there ever be more than one in a year?
So it's definitely something that we'll be doing annually moving forward, and we try to move it around the country to make sure that we're accessing as many of our members as possible. I think in an ideal world we'd be able to do multiple in a year, but the logistics of that are quite tricky. Maybe looking at a north and a south one to open it up to more people. There's also talks of doing online sessions as well, which is a great idea, certainly from an accessibility perspective, but it's finding a way to have the discussion in the room happen online, because sometimes that's lost a little bit. But that's definitely something we can do to try and broaden it to more people. And today, we have filmed some sessions, so some of those will go online. So anyone that wasn't able to make it can engage with some of the material from today anyway.
Great stuff. And what's been your favourite session today, and why?
Oh my word. Well, I've not been able to watch all of the sessions because I've been running around like a headless chicken, to be honest. I was sat on the LGBT panel, which was really, really good. I had a list of questions to go through, but there were so many good questions coming from the kind of audience and participants that we didn't get through the list of questions, but still managed to cover so much and share so much information and knowledge and good practice. And the conversation that was had in that session was really, really positive. And I think there's, with lots of areas of ED&I, there's a fear of saying the wrong thing or doing the wrong thing, and tackling that head on as well was really positive, particularly in that session. And I thought the more broad ED&I course at the start of the day was really good. Definitely promoted some thinking across the board, which really, really positive. But all the feedback so far that I've heard has been that every session was great. I unfortunately can't see all of them, but everything I've been a part of has been really good, and feedback has been positive as well.